Dear learner, we are going to start a complete professional course by using Robot Structural Analysis Professional 2025. So this is the most latest version, and actually which version you are using, that's not fact. After almost every version of our robot software are same. Okay, so just we have to learn about how to use this software, that's it. So to use this software, they have some starting option. Now they have four options. First of all, they have the option new, and another option is open project. So if you want to use a new project, then you have to use that option. But if you have already a existing project, let's say you have an existing project, or you are working some project and now you want to use that project to work again, then you have to click here, and from where your project are selected, you have to select from there. Okay, so I'll close that. Now they have option new project, and they have some sample that for which project you want to use, or for which types of work actually you want to use. They have some demo. Okay, but I'll click this option new. So if you click new, you will get many things here. For which types of project, or for which types of prototype you want to work, you have to select from there. But for first time, I will use this option, building design. Now after opening that, actually if we use different types of template, then you will see some little change actually. So nothing to worry about it. Now here we are here, and there is our scale. Here in fourth side we have some scale, and here our object and everything we'll see here. Then the geometry unit, or its name, value, and unit will be shown here. And this is your working tools. We'll use that option to work. Also they have our quick access tools. Let's say here beam, column, slab, floor, wall, then all opening. Okay, they have many options. This is the support, then load type. Okay, now first of all, in this software we have to work with some project or some model. Now if you go for any project, or if you want to start any project, then what you have to do, actually you have to change the unit. Yeah, so to change unit, you have to click here. They have option to change unit. I'll click here. Okay, and this is the job preferences, and our unit is default. Our unit is default. Now if you see here, structure dimensions, then section dimensions, section properties, steel connection dimension, every unit are given here. Okay, every unit are given here. And if you want to change anything, actually if you want to change anything, you are able to change from here. Let's say if you think our structure distance or structure dimension, I'll show as a feet, or inch, as a meter, millimeter, you can change it from here. Okay, and this is for force unit. If you want to change, let's say your force unit will be in it's pound. I will use our force unit as a pound, then moment unit as a lb feet, or moment unit will be lb feet, then okay. And stress unit also will be okay, let's say keep inches square, no problem, KSI. This is the unit. And then I'll go for others unit, and they have many units like displacement unit, then angle of rotation, everything is given here, and weight, mass. Okay, and unit edition also, you are able to convert that value from here. Okay, so this is the default value, and if you click here, unit and formulas, or sorry, formats. So if you click here, you will see some option like matrix and imperial. So if you click here for imperial and click yes, all your value will be changed to imperial unit. That means a key, feet, degree, like that. And if you click metric, and then if you click yes, and if you click OK, let's see, it's changed, and its value is now meter, kilonewton, and degree. So if you again click here, if you go here and go to imperial and click yes and click OK, again it will change. And see here, the all value also changed, right? So this is the way to change our unit actually. Now in our next step, after that, when we're ready to work, then what we have to do actually, we have to create some grid, right? So to create grid, actually for some class I will give you very basic idea, so that when we'll go for professional work, you can understand anything. Now here, let's say we're here, and in which floor we're in first floor. We're in first floor right now. Also you can see we're in first floor, and if you click here, we're in base. Okay, so now we're in base, and if we click here, now we're in first floor. Okay, and if you click here, we have only one story as a default data. Now to create grid, let's say I'll go to base, no problem. So, or we'll go to story 1. We are in story 1. Okay, no problem. Where we are, we'll learn to create grid. So to create grid, the software are giving us a very easy tools to add grid. They have option axis dimension. Just click here, and when you here, you'll see some option for X, for Y, and for Z. So x-axis, this is the x-axis, this is the y-axis, and in the top or in the upward direction are Z direction, okay, or Z axis. Clear? So for x-axis, you have to provide value here, but before that they have some option like Cartesian, cylindrical, and arbitrary. So, and also if you click here, you will get some advanced parameters. I will show you about that later. So what is the meaning of Cartesian? If you need a rectangular grid system, okay, if you need a rectangular grid system, then you will get or you will use this option. And if you need to create and if you want to create cylindrical data, or if you want to create cylindrical grid, then you have to use this option, but I will show you about that also in later. First of all, I'll go for Cartesian, and here, after coming here, let's say you're in X direction, and in X direction, move that or come here in 0 line. So to move it, press your mouse middle button or scrolling button, and you will see that pen option or hand option, and just move your mouse, everything will change. Clear? Now let's say we're in X, and if you click here, anywhere, if you click here, let's say we're in 0 and 30, and click here, you'll get that value here as a 0, first value as 0 in X direction. And if you go in Y direction, here, if you go in Y direction, also where you want to add value, let's say okay, first of all, X direction, after 0 I need a value in 15 feet distance. So if you click here, you will get that value in 15 feet distance. Again, here all values available, 30, 35, 40. In this way also you are able to draw your grid, and here you will see where you are right now. Okay, where you are right now. Now if you press Ctrl and rotate your mouse, you will see everything will zoom in and zoom out. Everything will zoom in and zoom out. Clear? So here, sorry, without pressing Ctrl, if you scroll your mouse, you will see everything will rotate. Let's say now our scale is here 20, 21, 22. All even you scale your mouse more, you will see 20, 21. That means 20, 25, 21. Also, if you rotate it, you'll see 20, 20.1, 20.2, 20.3, 20.4, 20.5, like that. So I'll back to the previous position, like that. Okay. Now by scrolling our mouse, now I'll delete it. I will also delete it. Now we'll start from 0, 0 position. So this is the position. This is the position. This is the repeat, number of repeat. Let's say you have two distance of same after, you have two grid of same distance. Now you'll click here. Let's say our position will be 0 and our number of repeat will be 2 and the distance will be 10 feet. Then click add. You'll see two grid have been added and every distance are 10 feet away. Yeah, and its distance will be start from the 0, 0 and 10.00. Okay, and if I delete all and if I click here, let's say I will start our next grid after 10 feet. Okay, and it will be 1 and our distance will be 1. Let's say our first level is in 1 and our second level will be in 2. Clear? A 10 and second level will be in 20 feet away. So this is the way to create your grid. Actually, I will now delete all grid and from 0, 0, let's say from 0, 0 I'll start. Our number of repeat will be 0 and our distance for first position, our distance will be, let's say 10 feet. Then our number of repeat will be 1. Our second value will be 10 feet. Then I'll give here after 10 I will provide our third value will be 15 feet. So total distance will be 0, 0 to 10, 10 to 15. That means 10 to 25. That means we have a total distance between them is 15 feet. Now if I need again a distance of 10 feet, just simply click here 10 and must remember from where or from which distance or from which position you need this 10 distance. We need 10 distance from 20 feet position. After 20 feet position, or we'll take reference as a 20 feet. Clear? So I'll click here. Let's say we'll get a value of 30 feet. But if you want to use the position 0, okay, let's delete it. And if you use position 0 and our distance is 35, then click add. Let's say you'll get a distance of 35. So anyway you are able to create your grid. Now if you go for y direction, for this direction, the same way you have to draw your grid. I'll click, our first distance will be 10 feet. After 0, 0, position will be 0. Okay, number of repeat will be 1. Click add. Okay, and now after 10, if you click here it will be 0. If you click here it will be 10. And after 10 our distance will be, let's say 22. That means 12 feet. So 10 to okay, our distance is 22, and if I need a distance of 22 that means I have to select 0 0. I'll click that on. I have to select 0 0, then I'll give it 22 and click add. Now we'll get 22. Okay, and when we are in 22, what will be the next distance? Let's say our next distance will be 18 feet, and click add, and 22 plus 18, that will be 40. So this is the way to create our grid. Okay, I'll click apply and close. See here, you can see this is the grid. This is the grid we have created. You can see here all of our grid available here. But if you see, our grid are in, I mean, in both direction we are getting one on. If I click here, and for X direction I will get 1 2 3 4, and Y direction I will get ABC, and again apply, close, and now you can see there's a 1 2 3 4 and A B C D. This is the way to create our grid, I mean a rectangular grid. Thank you very much. Stay connected till next lecture.